So guys, welcome back to the channel for a brand new video. Now this one is kind of rushed because I am in a rush to record this. Currently at the end of the 3 PM kickoffs in Sky Bet League 2. So I could obviously get my research going into the next game week of predictions. Game week 13 predictions. We're going to get Luke on as well because it's easier with the quick turnover of guests. But big shout out to Luke for jumping on for episode number 13 or game week 13 of the League 2 predictions. And again, some very interesting games in this midweek action. I think it's only the second midweek action of the season. But yeah, let's just get straight in with the video. Please make sure to smash a like on the video, subscribe if you are new around here, and please make sure to turn the notification bell on so you never miss an upload. The first game is AFC Wimbledon taking on Morecambe. AFC Wimbledon have just lost 1-0 to Notts County away from home, whilst their visitors Morecambe got beat 3-1 at home to MK Dons. In terms of Wimbledon in the league, they do sit in 11th place in League 2, whilst Morecambe are back to the bottom of the table in 24th. Carlisle have leapfrogged them. I don't see this going any other way than an AFC Wimbledon win. I'm going to go AFC Wimbledon 2, Morecambe 0.
Hello guys, it's Luke, as you know, and I am back again for the League 2 predictions for the Mike Green YouTube channel. I don't think I've got many scores right so far this season, so I'm hoping to hopefully get about 4 or 5 right for the upcoming match week. And to start us off, the first game is Wimbledon versus Morecambe. Both teams lost at the weekend. Wimbledon losing away to Notts County, which not many teams will go and win there, and Morecambe losing at home to MK Dons after they've had a good run of form. Morecambe and MK Dons are starting to come up a bit now, but I can't see anything more than a draw here between these two sides. I'm going to go Wimbledon 1, Morecambe 1.
Next game then is Barrow taking on Notts County. Now Barrow got a very, very disappointing away defeat to Accrington Stanley. Sean Wally scoring in that one, whilst Notts County picked up another 3 points thanks to Matty Platt's goal in the 67th minute. In terms of the table, Barrow are dropping points very, very quickly in League 2. Barrow are now in 7th place, whilst Notts County are knocking on the automatic promotion places in 4th. Again, Barrow are in such bad form. I'm going to go Barrow 0, Notts County 2.
Next up, we've got Barrow against Notts County. Notts County obviously winning 1-0 at home to Wimbledon, and Barrow losing away to Accrington. Barrow are at home, but I don't think they're going to be good enough to beat Notts County. You know, Barrow, they were right up there, right at the top of the league, you know, switching between first and second. But they've lost, they've had some stinkers the last couple of games. I think the last 3 or 4 games, they've really let themselves down, and their fans. But I think Notts County are going to take this comfortably. I'm going to go Barrow 1, Notts County 3.
Then is Cheltenham Town at home to Bradford City. Now, Cheltenham Town got a very, very good 2-1 victory over Colchester United. A massive win for Cheltenham over Colchester United, whilst Bradford City come from 1-0 down to take all 3 points at Valley Parade against Gillingham 2-1. Bradford, like I said, are hitting a bit of form now. You know, they've unbeaten in their last 4. And again, going into it, I'm looking at where Bradford are, where Cheltenham are, and there's just no comparison between the two teams. I'm going to go with Cheltenham Town 0, Bradford City 3.
Next up, we've got Cheltenham against Bradford. Both teams winning at the weekend. Cheltenham beating Colchester 2-1 away from home, and Bradford beating Gillingham at home 2-1 as well. Cheltenham, again, they're a very hit or miss side. You never know what you're going to get. And there's a lot of teams like that in League 2, and I'll come on to some of them later on. But Bradford are a good side. They're coming back, you know, they're really working their way up the league. They've had some good wins recently. But I think Bradford will struggle here at Cheltenham. I'm going to go Cheltenham Cheltenham 1, Bradford 0.
Chesterfield, sorry, and Colchester is a very interesting game. Colchester, as I just mentioned, lost 2-1 at home to Cheltenham, whilst Chesterfield, as we know, beat Newport County and are unbeaten in the last 6 or 7, I think, now only a point off the playoffs. I didn't think they were amazing against us. I think they capitalised on a huge error and then got their second goal, 10 minutes from time, and the third as well. They're a decent side, but I didn't think they needed to be amazing against us last night, to be brutally honest. But against Colchester, I just don't see any threat coming from Colchester United. Chesterfield 2, Colchester United 0.
Next up, we've got Chesterfield against Colchester. Colchester lost their last game to Cheltenham 2-1, whereas Chesterfield, Chesterfield beat my team, Newport County, 3-0. It was never a 3-0 game, but Chesterfield played well. They are a good side. They deserve the win, just not 3-0. But I think I watched Chesterfield home draw against Notts County, and Chesterfield are brilliant at home. I don't think they've lost at home yet. I could be wrong, but I don't think they've lost at home, and I don't think they're gonna lose here either. I think Colchester are quite shite, so I'm gonna have a big score here. Chesterfield 4, Colchester 0.
Doncaster Rovers against Bromley is a very interesting fixture. Bromley did lose 2-1 at Hayes Lane at home to Tranmere Rovers today, whilst their hosts for this fixture, Doncaster Rovers, did get a 2-1 win away at Swindon, with Joe Ironside scoring a 94th minute penalty to take all 3 points for Rovers. And again, they're starting to build that bit of form there. They are second in League 2. And I just fancy them again for another win. Bromley are still doing okay. They're 22nd. You probably didn't expect much from them. But yeah, it's going to be a very, very interesting game, definitely, between Doncaster and Bromley. I'm going to go 2-1 for the home side, 2-1 to Doncaster.
Next up, we've got Doncaster against Bromley. Doncaster winning at the weekend. A really, really late goal into extra time from Doncaster. So I think Doncaster could win this quite comfortably. Bromley, they lost at home to Tranmere. Bromley are a good side. They are showing they can compete in this league, but I think Doncaster, being the home side, to be too strong for them. And I want to try and be fair to Bromley, but it's just too difficult. I'm going to go Doncaster 2, Bromley 0.
Fleetwood against Crewe Alexandra then. Fleetwood did lose 3-1 at Vale Park to top of the league Port Vale, where Port Vale looked absolutely sublime, where Crewe Alexandra managed to get a 1-1 draw at home to Salford after coming from behind thanks to Ben Woodburn. Ryan Cooney scored for the hosts. Crewe Alexandra then sitting in 9th place, just flirting with the outside playoff pushers, as Fleetwood are in 12th. Again, I think this is goals, and I think there are goals in this one. I'm going to go Fleetwood 2, Crewe Alexandra 2.
So the next game is Fleetwood Town against Crewe Alexandra. Fleetwood lost away on the weekend, Port Vale 3-1. And Crewe drew at home to Salford 1-1. So I think this could be a really good game here. It's hard to pick a winner, but I think Crewe, maybe their leadership probably guide them through, away on a cold Tuesday night. And for that reason, I'm going to go, I think it'll be close, but I think a late goal is going to win this. I'm going to go Fleetwood 0, Crewe Alexandra 1.
Gillingham against Newport County. My team, Newport County, well, we lost 3-0 at home, didn't we, to Chesterfield, where I didn't think we played terribly at times. I think individual errors cost us in that one, where Gillingham again, for another week in a row, dropped points away from home against Bradford. 4 defeats on the spin. I'm going to say it. I know we're in bad form. I know they're in bad form. I'm going to go Gillingham 0, Newport County 1. I just have a feeling that we're going to nick it. I know it's a bit delusional after the last few performances we've had, the last 3 defeats, but there is signs in this team that can get wins, and I think we're going to get one away from home. They're 4 defeats in a row. Let's go there and win. I'm going to go 1-0 Newport win.
Next up, we got Gillingham against my team, the mighty Newport County. Even though I'm not wearing this shirt today, but, you know, I don't know why I'm wearing this one after we were shit yesterday, but enough of that. Yeah, Newport, we're not very good away from home, and at the moment we can't even win at home. So, and you know, Gillingham are a good side, and they tend to be good at home. But as much as I want to back Newport County, we cannot win a game away from home, and I think we'll do some stupid things like normal. I think Gillingham are going to beat us quite easily here. I'm going to go Gillingham 2, Newport County 0.
Town against top of the table Port Vale. Harrogate got a very good point away from home against struggling Carlisle, where again Port Vale were absolutely superb in their 3-1 victory over Fleetwood Town at Vale Park. Port Vale then top of the league, a point clear of Doncaster, 2 of Walsall and Notts County, whilst Harrogate are currently sitting in 14th place, unbeaten in their last 3. I just don't think that is going to last in this match day, and especially with Port Vale being decent on the road, I'm going to go Harrogate 1, Port Vale 4.
Next up is probably what should be quite an easy game for a certain team here. Harrogate Town at home to Port Vale. Port Vale are brilliant. There's no other way to put them. They are what you expect of a League 2 side. They can attack really well, they can defend really well, and they will punish you for mistakes. And when they score 1 or 2 goals, they don't stop. They'll go for 4, 5, 6, 7, just keep on going. They've won 4-1 a few times this season, and I think they're going to do it again here. So Port Vale are going to beat Harrogate 4-1.
MK Dons versus Accrington then is the next fixture. MK Dons are definitely coming into a bit of form as of late under Lindsay, whilst Accrington Stanley again are just plugging away at results, and they've managed to, you know, completely revitalise their season a little bit with Sean Wally becoming a bit of a key man for them, and they did get a very good, extraordinary 1-0 win over Barrow to leapfrog them all the way up to 19th in the league table. MK Dons then currently sitting in 13th. 4 points off the playoffs. It's going to be an interesting one. I'm going to go with MK Dons 2, Accrington Stanley 1.
MK Dons against Accrington. It's such a hard team to predict, Accrington, because they'll go and beat Barrow, who are in the top part of the league, but then they'll go and lose to like Salford. It's just hard to predict, but MK Dons have been very, very bad this season to what they should be, with the size of their stadium that they can't even fill. And the players that they have, they should be doing a lot better. They shouldn't even be in this league, realistically. They've got money, separated from AFC Wimbledon, got what they wanted. But I think Accrington will win this. I'm going to go MK Dons 0, Accrington 1.
Salford City against Swindon Town then. Another defeat for Swindon Town, this time at home to Doncaster Rovers. They did go 1-0 down thanks to Aluu's goal, but Harry Smith equalised only for Joey Ironside to score in the 94th minute to take all 3 points to West Yorkshire for Doncaster Rovers, and Salford were held away from home at Crewe Alexandra after taking the lead inside 12 minutes thanks to Ben Woodburn. Again, Salford currently sitting in 18th, Swindon 21st. Still only 2 wins all season for Swindon. I don't see that changing in this one. I'm going to go Salford City 1, Swindon Town 0.
Next up, we got Salford against Swindon, which for both sides is a must-win. You know, I know a couple of Swindon fans who saying that they are confident for this, and some are saying that they aren't. Newport played Salford at home, and Salford were absolutely atrocious. But Salford, again, one of those teams that, like Newport County, like Cheltenham, they're unpredictable. You never know what you're going to get. Salford, we've seen how good Salford can be in this league, and I think that At home, I think Salford have just sneaked this. I'm going to go Salford 2, Swindon 1.
Ultimate game of the match day is Tranmere Rovers taking on Grimsby Town. Tranmere Rovers definitely lacking goals, but it wasn't the case against Bromley, with Amari Patrick and Harvey Saunders getting all 3 points for Tranmere Rovers, whilst their visitors for this one, Grimsby Town, were handed a 4-1 defeat at home by a very, very good Walsall side, including goals from Matt Jellis, Lowe and Daniel Johnson in the 91st minute. Walsall, again, a very good side, but Grimsby holding their own. They're currently 10th in League 2, whilst Tranmere are in 16th place. I'm going to go 1-1 draw.
Next up, the penultimate game is Tranmere versus Grimsby. It's a game that is probably a must-win for both sides, but I fancy Tranmere here. I think Tranmere, they've got some good players. Amari Patrick, Cameron Norman. I could go on and on and on if I could remember the rest, but I can't. Again, to Grimsby side, who again, they're hit or miss. You know, they lost 4-1 at the weekend to Walsall. Walsall are a good side. But Tranmere, I think they'll win this easily. I'm going to go Tranmere 3, Grimsby 0.
And the final game of the match day sees Walsall take on Carlisle United. Now, Walsall have just, as I mentioned, got a 4-1 win away from home against Grimsby to, increase their good run of form despite that one defeat in there, whilst Carlisle United got a very good 1-1 draw against Harrogate, with former Harrogate striker Armstrong getting the goal for Carlisle United. But I only see this one way, and especially with it being at the Bestcott, I'm going to go Walsall 4, Carlisle 0.
And the last game, Walsall versus Carlisle. I know that Chris Welch is a Carlisle fan who watches these videos, so I'm going to try not to be too harsh, mate. But, Walsall winning 4-1, they're scoring goals for fun. And I think any Carlisle fan could say they take a point. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think Carlisle are going to not crumble, but I think as soon as if Walsall get one, they're going to keep on going. But I think there's a goal in this for Carlisle, but I'm going to go Walsall 5, Carlisle 1.
Those are my Game Week 13 predictions. Massive shout out to Luke for obviously jumping on at a short notice as well to get these midweek predictions out for you guys. And please, like I said, to smash a like on the video, subscribe if you are new around here. It really does help the channel grow and to reach to new fans. So I do really appreciate all the support you show on the channel. Like I said, smash a like on the video, turn the notifications on so you never miss a video, and I'll see you in the next one. Up the county.